Late at night on a quiet highway outside Atlanta, a sleek black SUV rolls toward a police checkpoint. Inside sits Alicia Carter, calm, confident, dressed in a simple hoodie. To the officers waiting ahead, she looks like just another black woman driving alone past midnight. Officer Mike Harris, standing with his partner Brad Miller, watches the SUV approach. Mike cracks his knuckles, ready for trouble. Brad yawns, tired of the shift. But Mike steps forward like a hunter who just spotted prey. Alicia lowers her window. "Good evening, officer." "Everything all right?" Mike doesn't even pretend to be polite. "License and registration now." Alicia hands them over gently. Mike stares at her ID too long, his expression sharpening. "Alicia Carter. Fancy name. You some kind of big shot?" Alicia keeps a soft smile. "Not really. Just heading home." Mike's attitude shifts instantly. "Where you coming from? Why you out so late? You been drinking?" "No, sir. I'm returning from a meeting." He taps her ID on the window with a mocking smirk. "A meeting? At this hour?" "Yeah, right." Brad steps forward, whispering, "Mike, she seems fine." "Let her go." But Mike waves him off like background noise. "Step out of the vehicle," he commands. Alicia exhales slowly and steps out, hands visible. "Officer, I don't understand what this is about." "You don't need to understand," Mike snaps. "Just do what I say." He grabs her arm harder than needed. Alicia flinches but doesn't break her calm. Mike drags her back and handcuffs her without reason. Brad looks uncomfortable. Bystanders start recording. She didn't do anything. This dude is out of pocket. Mike pushes her toward the cruiser. "Put her in the back." Alicia sits, wrists aching, breathing steady like someone trained for pressure. Brad checks her ID again. Something feels wrong. Something official. He leans toward the window. "Ma'am, your ID has a weird code on the bottom."
"What does that mean?"
Alicia gives a humble smile. "It means I outrank almost everybody in this state." Brad freezes.
"Ma'am, are you—"
"A general?" Alicia nods lightly. Brad steps back like he just touched electricity. He knows military codes. He knows what 4 stars mean. He rushes to Mike. "Mike, bro, stop! This woman, she's—" "Shut up, Brad. I'm handling this." "Mike, listen. She's military." Mike laughs. "Oh yeah, what's she gonna be? A sergeant? Higher." Brad whispers. Mike scoffs. "There's nothing higher than—" "She's a 4-star general." Mike's jaw drops for half a second, but arrogance covers it. Nah, no way. He keeps writing fake charges, ignoring the hole he's digging. Alicia finally raises her voice, steady, controlled. "Officer Harris, before you continue, I need you to confirm something." He turns slowly, annoyed. "And what's that?" "Did you run my ID through the system?" He hesitates. "It wasn't scanning." "Because it's military encrypted," Brad snaps. "Only certain systems can read those." "Ma'am, I'm really sorry. I tried stopping him." Alicia nods. "I know you did, and I appreciate that." He sighs like he's been carrying guilt for years. "I've been telling him to chill. But he acts different around black folks. Like he's got to prove something." Alicia sits down, eyes firm. "And what about you, Officer Miller? Do you speak up when nobody else is watching?" Brad doesn't answer. Silence exposes him. Before he can speak, the door opens. Mike enters with the captain beside him, shaking like his bones are made of paper. His voice is barely a whisper. "General Carter, I'm so sorry. I swear it wasn't about race. I was just doing my job." Alicia's eyebrows lift slightly. "That was your job?" Mike swallows hard. I made a mistake." "A mistake?" Alicia leans forward. "Or a pattern?" Mike's lips tremble. "What do you mean?" Alicia taps the table lightly. "I checked your record on my way here." Mike stops breathing. Alicia continues, her tone calm, controlled. "You've had 6 complaints in the last 18 months. Excessive force, aggressive stops, all on minorities." Her words hit like bullets he can't dodge. Mike stutters. "So those were misunderstandings?" "No, those were warning signs." She pauses. "And tonight?" "You crossed the line." The captain folds his arms. "Harris, hand over your badge." Mike's eyes fill with panic. "Sir, please don't do this. I got a family. I need this job. I can't lose." Alicia interrupts, voice soft but sharp. "You should have thought of that before you decided." Some lives were worth less respect. Mike breaks. Tears fall. He kneels in front of her like he's begging a judge for mercy. "General, please. I'm not a racist. I swear, I get stressed. I get scared. I don't think—" Alicia stands. People like me don't have the luxury of not thinking, Officer Harris. We don't get second chances. We don't get weak moments. We get judged before we even speak. Mike lowers his head, ashamed. Alicia steps closer and her voice softens. I'm not here to destroy you. I'm here to make sure you learn something tonight. Mike looks up slowly. Alicia continues. You're not losing your job. Not tonight, but you are being suspended. And you are being put into mandatory racial bias training. Real training, not the boring online videos you click through. The captain nods. Effective immediately. Mike wipes his face, shocked he's not being fired.
Thank you.
General, thank you. Alicia's eyes narrow. Don't thank me. Prove me right. Mike nods weakly, tears dripping onto the floor. Later that night, Alicia steps outside the station. The crowd is smaller now, but a few bystanders are still waiting. One woman calls out, Ma'am, you handled that with so much grace. Alicia gives a gentle smile. Anger can burn a bridge, but grace can build one. Brad approaches her again. General, can I ask you something? Go ahead. Alicia steps forward slightly. If you had scanned it, you'd have seen my rank. My service record, my position in the United States Army. Mike's face drains pale. I'm General Alicia Carter, she says calmly. And you just handcuffed me without cause. The bystanders whisper louder. Phones zoom in. Everyone watches. Mike's hand trembles. His breath goes shallow. His world collapses. He whispers like a child. General. Alicia nods. Brad steps away from Mike like he doesn't even want to be seen next to him. Alicia looks into Mike's eyes, her voice calm but sharp as steel. Officer Harris, tonight isn't about my rank. She leans closer. Tonight is about the way you see people who don't look like you. Mike steps back like her words cut him. And tomorrow, she adds softly, you will answer for it. Mike stands frozen, breath shaky, heart crushed under the weight of his own racism. And that's exactly where the first half of the story ends. The night turns colder as Alicia stands between the flashing lights, watching Officer Mike wrestle with his fear. His hands shake like he's trying to hold ice. Brad keeps staring at him, disappointed. Like he's finally seeing who Mike really is. Alicia speaks quietly, almost gentle. Officer Harris, uncuff me. Mike's fingers twitch. He steps forward, then hesitates like the cuffs might burn him. His voice cracks. Yes, ma'am. He unlocks the cuffs slowly. Alicia rubs her wrists, the red marks glowing under the lights. Brad looks embarrassed just to be standing there. A police captain pulls up in another cruiser, confused by the crowd and cameras. What's going on out here? Mike looks like he might faint. Sir, we detained. Alicia steps forward. Captain Reed, is it? He squints, studying her face. Then his eyes widen like he's been hit by lightning. General Carter? What on earth? Who allowed this? Mike closes his eyes. The world is spinning. Bystanders whisper louder. Alicia doesn't raise her voice. She doesn't need to. Captain, I'd like to go to your station immediately. Yes, ma'am. The captain stammers. Right away. Alicia walks toward her SUV, but Mike stops her with a trembling voice. General, please. I didn't know who you were. She turns back, her expression calm but colder than winter. And that's exactly the problem, Officer Harris. You only respect people when you know their rank. Mike lowers his head like a kid who just got caught stealing. Alicia drives behind the patrol car to the station. An entire convoy following. Cameras, witnesses, the internet already buzzing. When she steps inside the station, every officer goes silent. Some whisper her name. Some stand straighter. A few salute without even thinking. Alicia walks through the hallway like she's carrying the weight of every person treated unfairly. Before her, they lead her to a conference room. Brad walks in behind her, nervous but honest. Why didn't you let him get fired, after everything he did to you? Alicia looks up at the stars for a moment. Because I don't want revenge. I want change. And if someone's willing to learn, even one person, that's one less racist moment this world has to suffer. Brad nods slowly, understanding more than he ever did before. Alicia walks toward her SUV. As she opens the door, she turns back one last time. Officer Miller, you saw what happened tonight. Now it's on you to speak up. Every time you see something wrong. Don't wait for another General Carter to show up. Brad takes a deep breath. Yes, ma'am. I promise. Alicia drives off into the quiet night. Headlights cutting through the darkness. But somehow the world feels a little brighter, because tonight wasn't about rank. It wasn't about power. It wasn't even about punishment. Tonight was about reminding people that racism doesn't end with force. It ends with awareness, with accountability, with courage, and sometimes with one woman brave enough to stand her ground.